Another NFL wideout involved in a major traffic accident. Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports, everybody. I'm Jason. Well, possibly involved in a major traffic accident. This time it's involving a Kansas City Chiefs star wideout that was a rookie last season. It seems though not too long ago when we were talking about a Henry Ruggs situation and that horrible outcome that destroyed a couple families' lives. Now you look at this incident, and this one happened in Dallas on US 75 in the Dallas area, this time with Rashee Rice. This one, we don't know all the particulars just yet. All we know is that a vehicle that is possibly either leased or registered to Rice was involved in a major vehicle accident on 75 in the Dallas area that sent people to the hospital for sure. We don't know the extent of those injuries. We don't know anything further about that. It did shut the roadway down for a lengthy period of time, so that makes you wonder. Then it makes you wonder why the police are even having to search for Rice. Did the driver of that vehicle, whoever it may have been, it may not have been Rice, did they leave the scene? And if Rice wasn't the driver of that vehicle, why would he be very difficult to get a hold of? That seems to be the report, that they're searching for Rice to figure out what had went on. But as of right now, they have not been able to locate Rice. And the reports of the multi-vehicle accident by the Dallas police find the 23-year-old Chiefs wide receiver in probably some hot water. Adam Schefter reported as of 6 a.m. Central Standard Time that there was no county jail records in Dallas for Rice, so that was not found. But he's wanted in the investigation over a serious accident. It's kind of a touchy situation when you don't know all of the details. We don't know if Rice was involved. This serious accident definitely, though, could cause some major ramifications for Rice if he was involved. The guy that was a major contributor, almost had 1,000 yards receiving last year with 7 touchdowns during the regular season for Patrick Mahomes. Had 262 receiving yards, I believe, and a tutty for Pat Mahomes in the playoffs in the Kansas City Chiefs. So a definite surprise target for Pat, a guy that was drafted 55th overall. That exceeded expectations of the Kansas City Chiefs and emerged as their guy, one of their star wide receivers, one of their star pass catchers. You look at a guy like Travis Kelce, who's getting up there in age. Patrick Mahomes needs targets, and with people like Kelce slowly working their way toward the latter part of their career, Rice was expected to be one of the people to start filling those shoes, and he really was. And then you look at Rice now, going to be labeled as another one of those diva wide receiver type issues. But is Rice even involved? That's the question. But I always say, guys, you wouldn't be hard to find if you didn't do anything. That's just my philosophy on that and my beliefs. You look at the Cameron Sutton incident. He's hard to find. I don't even know if they've even found him yet. I have no clue. I haven't even done any more diving into it. But there has to be some worry. You have to really be concerned with what your involvement is if you're becoming hard to find. You're trying to lay low and figure out what to do. You're trying to figure out how to get out of this situation. And if you're Rice, that you should just come forward rather quickly, in my opinion, and try to figure this out, especially if you weren't driving. They're going to know. They're going to figure it out. Guys, there's cameras everywhere in this world. They're going to see where people rolled out from the accident scene, especially on these major highways around the Dallas Metroplex. You are definitely going to have cameras all over, traffic cams, and there are going to be people that witness this stuff. I don't care what time of the day it was. According to reports, it was like 6:20 p.m. It shut down traffic for a long way, caused a major disturbance. I can guarantee there's footage out there of whoever was driving that vehicle fleeing the scene. I can almost lay money on that. But none of us know. We're not going to say he's guilty until there are actual charges filed. As of right now, there are no charges filed against Rice. So nobody knows just yet what is going to happen. But this just continues to be a trend in the NFL, especially at that wide receiver position. It just is starting to be a trend. And the NFL, I really wish they would insert, and I'm not much for excuses, guys. Excuses are worthless to me usually. I just don't think there's much use for them. I just think own up for it. If you do it, you do it. People make mistakes, and it is what it is. Own up to it. Take the punishment. Do what you got to do. Get out of it. Figure it out. Be better. Do better. And I think that that's what they need to do. But I wish the NFL would implement something along the lines of maybe a mentorship program, a program where former NFL players that have done really, really well have been able to handle the fame, handle the money, be able to be great citizens in their community, guys that really shined in that environment as an NFL player. I really wish that maybe they would start a mentorship program to where one of these veterans could be one-on-one with these rookies and kind of guide them a little bit. I understand, man, when you're young and you come into money and fame and fortune. Well, I don't understand it because I never had it happen, but I think I kind of understand it. When you come into that, you probably just lose your mind a little bit. I know when I was young, you do stupid things, man, but you got to own up for it. And I'm wondering what his involvement is if he's becoming very hard to find. And this is either a vehicle that was leased to him or is registered to him as the owner. So one of those two things. And even if he wasn't the driver and he was just in the vehicle, he's got to come forward and say that and get that out there and tell on whoever was the driver. I mean, it is just is what it is. They're going to find out anyway. Why drag it on? And I'm not saying be a narc or something, but I mean, dude, like I said, there are so many cameras out there. It's very hard to get away with anything. They're going to find out, and you're just going to get in more trouble probably for lying about it anyway. And if you're Rice, you wouldn't want to cover up anybody's stupidity. Does this involve a high rate of speed? Does it involve alcohol? What are the details? That's what we're going to be waiting to see, the details, guys. And as of right now, I don't have much more on it than that. So you're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. They're definitely going to be affected, but there are going to be several families affected by this accident, I'm sure. People are definitely injured. Somebody went to the hospital for sure. And I'm seeing reports that maybe it is a possible DUI, but I don't think that anybody really knows just yet. You're looking at some other people here. Suspicion of DUI. His car was involved. Police haven't been able to locate him for over 12 hours. Again, yeah, I'm not sure. We're not going to label it just yet. But if this is a DUI and this is another one of those situations, guys, you have too much money. You can get a ride. Why are you out there driving your car when you know you're going to be drinking? Have somebody else drive you. Get a ride from somebody else. Don't be stupid. I mean, you are taking something that is such a promising step in your life and turning it into a complete nightmare and a disaster. And if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, you're going to have to look forward to trying to figure out how to replace him if this is the case. So that's going to be an issue. You're not only going to hurt your team professionally on the field next season, but you are going to hurt your own family. You're going to hurt somebody else's family of injured people. And God forbid if something else more would happen to them. There are just so many variables in this that can cause major disruptions, and I truly, truly feel bad for anybody that was hurt. Prayers go out to them. I hope it really wasn't Rice, but by the sounds of it, it seems to be. You wouldn't be hard to find if you weren't involved, and this is going to be a very sticky situation moving forward for the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver. And a lot of people were saying there's some suspicion of some serious allegations, but yet there has been no criminal charges filed. There's no jail record for Rice as of yet. So we are all just in the speculation portion of this situation. So we will report on that a little bit further as we see some more developments, guys. And thank you. Thank you for watching Mike Drop Sports. Sorry it's on an Easter and in not a great circumstance, but I just definitely wanted to report it and get that news out there as we like to keep you guys up to date as best as possible. So thank you again. Continue to watch Mike Drop Sports. Like, share, and subscribe on the videos. And don't forget, join us tomorrow for Merrill Hodge. He'll be joining us at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the channel for the show, Steel City Live. And until then, guys, well, until tomorrow's daily upload, we'll see you twice tomorrow. So until then, peace and God bless and prayers to everybody involved in the accident.